Hi, my name is Madeline McDonald, and today I'm going to be talking about the problems in the education system. There is a lack of parental involvement. There is not enough time for teachers to instruct all content, and they need parents to help after school hours. Socioeconomic students struggle, especially if their parents lack higher education. But families from upper and middle classes also struggle because they may have careers that are demanding and are not there for their children. More than half of the schools perceive that lack of time on the part of school staff created a barrier to parental involvement. Schools get overcrowded. Students achieve higher grades when they are in smaller classes. 14% of schools in the U.S. are over capacity, according to the National Center for Education Statistics. In urban areas schools, there are not enough teachers to accommodate the students. Students can slip through the cracks without proper help. Over half of urban area young men do not graduate with a diploma. According to T.H. Marshall, children should have equal education opportunities to raise and be civilized citizens able to make rational choices. There's a lack of mental health resources. There should be more resources in place for students starting at an early age. Once a learning disability is diagnosed, more intensive help can be made available through the school. Mental health problems such as ADHD or other learning disabilities, such as ADD, could be found and addressed at an early age. Education is important for all children, but even more so for children with disabilities whose social and economic opportunities may be limited. School spending. There is no consistent spending per pupil between the schools in many communities. Most school taxes are paid through property tax, and this is very unfair for areas of lower income households. Those schools are not able to pay competitive teacher salaries, and they do not have the materials available for their students. The amount of local support for public education rises with the wealth and socioeconomic condition of the community. Development of social policies and services. There is a social policy in place ensuring all students have access to education. This has now grown into Head Start programs becoming available for underprivileged children to have access to preschool. And there's a social policy mandating that students must stay in school till they're 16 years old. There are housing and zoning laws that help people own their homes, which help lift the economic stability of a neighborhood. It is now illegal to deny someone a home and/or financing based on their race, disability, or religion. There are child care programs that help families so parents can enter the workforce. Development of social policies and services. There's disability services in schools that help students achieve their full potential. Now students do have access to individual education programs that must be followed, and they are called IEPs. The Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, with the acronym IDEA, requires public schools to make this available to children for free, appropriate education in the least restrictive environment. The effect on society. Having good schools for everyone is vitally important for everyone. It helps a community because everyone is invested in it. Having a higher education can help lift a family from poverty. Graduation rates will enable people to earn more, which in turn will help their socioeconomic status. The success of our nation's schools depends on far more individuals that are employed by them. There are programs available through the school to help families and students. Schools are an important factor in getting healthy meals to students. There should be more done to include better meal selections for the children. After-school programs serve as a safe place for students who live in dangerous neighborhoods with drugs and crimes. Many of these programs need more funding. When families work, school becomes their children's childcare, especially because they don't have access to normal daycares, especially single parents. More before school and after school care is needed to help families. Programs in the schools. School psychologists can identify mental illness in children and direct families where to go for help. Special education programs are available to help children with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Individual education plans, like I mentioned before, IEPs, are there to help devise plans to help children succeed. Teaching at the right level by grouping children by ability level has been shown to be very helpful. There are policies in place to help children. There is the Student Assistance Program, SAP, which identifies barriers to a student's success. These can include tobacco, alcohol, other drugs, and mental health issues. There is the Every Student Succeeds Act, ESSA, and it collaborates with child welfare agencies and educational agencies to ensure stability of children in foster care. Head Start for preschool-aged children provides social services to families and academic development that help prepare them for school. And that concludes this presentation. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen to me. Have a wonderful day.